4, 3, 2, 1.
Cue music.
This is Movies First with Alex First.
The excitement I felt while watching a pivotal movie in my formative years came flooding back early in the piece while watching Unsane. The film I'm referencing was One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest with Jack Nicholson in 1975. In Unsane, a sharp, smart, no-nonsense young woman who seeks help after a stalker has made her life hell for 2 years is inadvertently admitted to a private psychiatric hospital. The consequences are hellish. Unable to leave the premises, Sawyer Valentini, played by Claire Foy, finds herself in close quarters with troubled inmate Violet, Juno Temple, and savvy Nate, who's battling an opioid addiction. When Sawyer catches sight of a facility staffer by the name of George Shaw, played by Joshua Leonard, she's terrified and then angry. She's convinced that Shaw's real name is David Strine and that he is her stalker. But is it real, or is it a product of her delusion, as none of the doctors and nurses believe she's in danger, and all question her sanity? Sawyer had moved cities and started a new job to avoid her stalker. Her only contact with the outside world, once she's ensconced in the facility, is with her mother, Angela, Amy Irving.
You're listening to Movies First. For more, like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
Steven Soderbergh makes compelling films. This one is no exception. Unsane is disturbing and involving. I earlier referenced One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Another film that this reminded me of was Girl Interrupted, that came out in 1999. Foy brings intensity and feeling to the lead role, which appears real. She plays her character, Valentini, as a straight shooter, whose abruptness doesn't always endear her to others. As with many of the best films, there are twists that you cannot see coming. The moody atmospherics in the quote-unquote nut house add to the forlorn imagery of the patients. 80% of the movie was shot in a disused hospital. I was drawn in and held tightly throughout, and the final scene is a beauty. Unsane scores an 8 to 8.5 out of 10.
You've been listening to Movies First with Alex First. Subscribe to the full podcast at Audioboom, Stitcher and iTunes, or your favourite podcast distributor. This has been another quality podcast production from Bytes.com.